everybody, it's December 10th. We're doing some news. I haven't done news in a while here on Corpse Talk Live, and some new stuff has come out. Some things are going to be piss people off, some things that don't. Turn the light up for myself here a little bit. But either way, it's stuff that we should take a look at. So without fucking around, let's go over and look. So everybody, we have a lot of stuff going on in the tabletop industry, specifically for those who are big in the know, but also for those who aren't. This strikes home with me heavily. I just actually had a conversation with some people in the background about this, but Minnesota Game Masters are going pro and building a community thanks to a series like Stranger Things and Critical Role. Interest in gaming have gone from 0 to 60 over the past few years. These experts hope to guide you in your journey. Now, this was on July 30th, and I'm bringing this up now because with the new Stranger Things out, we're seeing a resurgence. So for those who don't know, I'm part of Dragon Sandbox out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is a paid level 4, come in, learn D&D. We have our own setting called Valroom. We have a wonderful group of GMs that get together, and it is a paid event. And ours is at the Chef's Table, which is this like hobbit hole, hanging silverware chandeliers. Is gorgeous. That's where we run Dragon Sandbox. And once you play enough times, you can upgrade from 4 to 5th and make your own character. Our goal is to give you the whole experience and what I like to call like a handcrafted boutique experience for that table. We try to make sure we make things happen for the people who show up to play. I enjoy it. We've been doing well enough to where we're talking about expanding what we're doing. And this is a great article about it. All these articles will be down below in the video. Either if you're watching it live, I'll add them later, or they will be in the video that goes out in the news version here in probably about 2 days. So you can see the articles that are here. I'll drop it in chat for anyone who's interested in the live show watching to take a look at it. But it's a good article on what's going on. I'm hoping they do a follow-up. They call it Dragons, Dungeons, and Drinks. We have ours. It's called Sandbox. We're moving over to another area, doing things other than D&D out of another bar, helping them at a place called the Mana Tap in Milwaukee. And we're going to be running, I think we're doing Shadow Dark and Vaesen, or Shadow Dark and Daggerheart. Not sure which ones yet. And you can see this is something that's working. People are charging and doing it. And to me, playing D&D and paying for it is like going to the movies, except you get to interact with the movies. And it's not a 2.5-hour Frankenstein from Del Toro. So disappointed. I know a lot of people loved it, but I didn't. Sorry, Bear. Or you can play a 4-hour game and have fun with the community and meet people. So really awesome. I'm excited about what they're doing with this in Minnesota. I would like to interview some of the people from this, so probably going to be reaching out to them sooner than later. Next up, TTRPG Fanatics did their top 10. This was December 2nd. And a lot of these, look, I'll go from the top down. Number 1 for them was Daggerheart. Number 2 is Draw Steel. 3 is Cosmere. I have a lot of thoughts about Cosmere. If anyone in the audience has played Cosmere, let me know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I think it's gorgeous. Dolmenwood, I still don't own this. But every person I know who's reviewed it has said that this setting is amazing. Like really, really good. I have not had a chance to look at it yet, right? Mythic Bastion Lands, I just ran an entire series of actual plays using Mythic Bastion Lands. This is in my top 3 systems right now. Fantastic if you haven't played this. Playing Knights with a three order code that always cycles you back into the gameplay. 72 different Knights that you can roll for. 72 different omens. It's awesome. This will be in mine. Starfinder 2nd Edition, really good book. We're just talking about this in chat today, actually. Something to check out if you haven't yet. Nimble 5. So, Nimble RPG is a really clean, easy version of 5e to play. I need to review this. I still haven't yet because I've been moving away from 5e in general. But I want to at least mention that it is on here. Coriolis the Great Dark, wonderful. I do want to run a Coriolis campaign. That is in my 2026 desire to run a Coriolis the Great Dark campaign. I really do want to. Easily. Land of Eam. Look, a lot of people here on Corpse Talk are Muppet fans and Puppet fans and Felted friends. We missed Dimension 20, Cucumber. but I wanted to run this, and I don't know, something about the system wasn't hitting home for me. I think it's a gorgeous box set. I really need a GM to run this for me, to show me where the love of the puppet style of it is at. I wasn't feeling it. But I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous books. This, though, I have not looked at. Chorus Cthulhu came out in September. It went under my radar, and I'm interested. I love Cthulhu-esque pieces, but I have not seen this. It's from Modiphius. It's going to be the 2D20 system. My understanding for this, though, when I was looking at it, is it is Roman. Roman-inspired Cthulhu, right? So check this out. This is the book. I don't want the preview here. This looks really cool. And it's supposed to be Cthulhu Rome. Like, I'm kind of inspired by historical... Well, first off, good Cthulhu stuff is almost always historical. But a Roman Empire version of Cthulhu and how things and the machinations of it moved because of the Cthulhu-esque pieces, I think this could be a really fun piece to run, especially if you have some Roman fans. Like, think about all the seers and oracles during the Roman time if Cthulhu was what the cause of all of it was. Really fun set piece. So I am interested in looking more into this. I might reach out to see if I can get a PDF from them to review and take a look through their setting and system. But this is their kind of rundown. If you're interested in this, I agree with you. Nick in chat says, no joke, Mythic Bastion Land should be over the top 3 so far. I agree. Ekjunk Cthulhu, set in Roman times. Yep, that's kind of what I think it's going to be. Like I said, flew over my radar. Dolmenwood should be number 1. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I can't say that. I can't say that because I haven't looked at it. Dolmenwood, if you're listening, send me the copies. I would love to review them and do a deep dive. Maybe do like a week-long series on Dolmenwood and see if it's something that fits what we're doing. And maybe something I could run in the future. Maybe. But really good list. Not all my stuff. Definitely not my order, but I'm interested in Dolmenwood. So reach out, Dolmenwood. Maybe I'll take a look at the stuff. This guy down here, where is he at? Here? Yeah, here? Here? No. Here? 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 Yeah. There. This guy. He says number 1. He says number 1. I don't know if I agree. Because I haven't seen it yet. So, on top of that, we have one that's a little on the not so great side, everybody. Not so great side. So, RPG Bench, I've been following along with them since February out of Cornell University. They are evaluating large language models as role-playing game engines, specifically to do solo gameplay. Which, you know what? For solo gameplay, maybe I could see a good large language model helping solo play. But there's a lot of AI data out right now. And a lot of AI stuff in the tabletop community. And I am not going to dive into what Wizards did. You want to look it up, you can. The answer is no shit. It's Cash Bros. Like, how do you not realize that this is what Cash Bros does by now? You knew this was coming. There's plenty of other things to play. That list didn't even have D&D in it. So I'm not going to talk about that. But this other part, Bats, take us back, Bats. A large language model for solo roleplay, kind of a cool idea to act as a judge. I'm interested to see where this study goes, where they're getting their information for the large language models and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. Everyone's like, it's going to put GMs out of business. No. That's not how this goes, guys. Can't put a creative out of business. We're just going to create around what you give us and use it as another tool if you want to succeed. With that said, we do have sad news. Sad news. It's the end of an era. MTV to shutter 5 music channels at the end of 2025. I owned so many MTV shirts growing up. I was a huge MTV fan. I watched it all of my life, 80s and 90s into 2000s. But the MTV Music was a flagship, the video channel. The 80s was the retro, nostalgic hits. 90s throwback pop, rock, and classics. Club MTV was dance and electronic, and MTV Live, which was performances and concerts, was shutting them all. Declining audience, shifting viewing habits, cost-cutting and restructuring at Paramount Global, focus on digital and streaming platforms. It's a sad day for music. They already cut a bunch of the MTV library from the Paramount library. I am sad. I'm saddened by this. So, if you don't own an MTV shirt and you grew up with MTV, get yourself one. Rep the memory. Don't let it die too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, dig out that old MTV music television shirt. I really wish MTV found a way to move to YouTube and found a way to stream full-time, doing live shows on YouTube instead of being a part of cable, or doing it on Twitch. I think that would have been fantastic to see. If I could get the MTV Music brand logo, I would quit everything I'm doing and just do MTV Music. It's such a wonderful brand, but it's an end of an era. So, that's it for news. No more news. That's our news for the day. If you're watching this and you are a fan of the news and what we're doing, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I can't agree more with what Serving Hands says. I want my MTV. Yeah, I want that. I want my MTV. I will miss it. But this show cannot be done without my lovely patrons. My patrons are the whole way that I can do this, so let's give them a quick shout out before we close out our news. So thank you to these wonderful patrons that make this all possible that are scrolling on the screen right now. If you're interested in the things that I do, the games I make, the stuff that I create, Patreon is where you're going to find it with these lovely people over here. I'm going to be putting up a lot more throughout 2026 as well. We are currently working on our Breacher stuff. We already have 3 zines out for that, 1 in print. Athantia is making a comeback. You'll see our holiday special on December 15th, Monday at 8 p.m. as we do Tenwick's Carolers, aka Tenwick's Investigations. We're going to be back at our Monday cast that we currently have for Magic and Monsters to do that. And then, of course, I also produce a lot of other things. Right now, Magic and Monsters for Daggerheart. You can find the Living Doc over on my Patreon, along with Athantia's Living Doc and the Defining Moments that are in current development. I also post things on there for my newsletter, the shows, and then you get discounts to things that I do as well. Now, the most important, if you want to play games with me, you can join our Living Wall, which is Breacher's West Marches in Living Play. If you're interested in more in that, you can find posts over on our Patreon, or you can jump into my Discord. Link is somewhere down below, and you can join us there. Until then, stay fucking rotten.